FUSZ, and I'm here in Salt Lake City, Utah, at headquarters of Sound Concepts, and we're here with some of the senior members of our team, and we've been here now a couple of days, and it's been an extraordinary, exciting visit here with our new partners, and boy, I'd like the opportunity now to introduce them to you. So guys, let me first introduce McKinley Oswald. He's the CEO of Sound Concepts. McKinley, would you mind introducing the rest of your team, and then let's talk about the background of Sound Concepts and why this is a transaction that you guys feel is the best next move for Sound Concepts' future.
Absolutely, thanks, Rory. So over here we have Colby Allen. He's our Chief Operations Officer. Jason Matheny, he's our Chief Technology Officer. And then JJ Oswald, who has played the role of our Chief Sales Officer.
So a little bit of background on Sound Concepts. So you guys started in a little different business and evolved over the years, and now you are absolutely killing it in the direct sales and network marketing and affiliate marketing space. And recently, over the past couple of months, going through extraordinary growth. Could you talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely, yeah. So over the past couple of years, we've developed a digital platform within the direct sales space, and our technology, users within direct sales use it to grow their personal home-based businesses. And we've seen some amazing growth, but really over the past few months, we've seen phenomenal growth, adding a couple 100,000 users over the last few months. And so it's been a crazy ride. We've seen some great growth. We have an amazing team that has built a product that has become the premier technology in the direct sales space. And over the last few years, we've proven that, and now really experiencing that growth that's building off of the platform we built.
So what do you attribute that growth through, JJ? What do you attribute that growth to?
I think it's we've created a product that's really disruptive within our industry. As we've seen the trends, we've evolved with those trends, we've stayed innovative, and we've created a product that people really need and rely on to build their business and be effective in telling the story and selling the products that they represent.
Yeah.
So
and Jason, so you've been very involved with the development of the technology from the beginning, and what would you say is that killer feature of the application that is really driving a lot of this growth?
I'm not sure if there's a killer feature, but it's probably the team that we've assembled together. As we see needs in the marketplace, that we're able to meet those needs and exceed them in a way that's more innovative than you probably would have thought.
And Colby, I know that you're managing to a great extent the operations of the organization, and as you grow, undoubtedly you need to bring on additional resources and fuel that growth. You see that happening now?
I do. This is what makes this so exciting. Is your team coming on board and bringing us additional resources to help us continue to fuel that growth is an exciting thing for us, to be able to hire the talent that we need to remain competitive and lead the industry as we want to continue to do.
That's great. So McKinley, what these people want to know is how did we come together? And I'm going to tell them all about the reasons why we think that you guys are fantastic. And by the way, if I haven't said this before, you're going to hear me say this many times over. It's not just the technology and the product and their place in the market and that we see them dominating this space. It's not just that, because certainly you look for those things when you look for a company that you want to merge with, a company that you want to acquire. But what it really comes down to is the team, the people. And these guys represent what I view as really at the top of their game and really know this industry better than probably anybody else. And all of you who've been following FUSZ's growth know that we've been trying to break into the direct sales and network marketing space from the beginning, because we see enormous growth in that opportunity. You get one of those enterprises and you're not getting 10 or 20 or 15 new subscribers, you're getting hundreds of thousands. And that's an area that I think has just enormous growth opportunity. These guys own it. These guys have been killing it. So that's some of the reasons why we wanted to do this transaction. But I think what you guys probably want to hear about is, why do they want to do it? So McKinley, what did you know about us, and ultimately you came to meet us? let these people understand what you guys have gone through in your thought process. Because, by the way, this company wasn't for sale. Okay, let me make that clear. These guys were not saying, "Oh God, we got to sell the company. You know, what are we going to do?" That wasn't the situation here at all. They want to hear from you guys.
Awesome.
What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so it was great. It was, I look back now and it was a very serendipitous crossroads of meeting. We had a client who came across the FUSZ product and came to us and said, "What do you think of this platform?" And we had our digital team take a look at it. We have them review competitors or other softwares that may be of use, and they greatly admired the product. And an introduction was made to you where you demoed the platform, the FUSZ platform for JJ, and JJ demoed, the Bright Tools app for you. And so that, the initial, I think both sides saw, okay, there's some really cool complementary crossovers between what we're doing here. And that initiated the early meeting. And from the very beginning, the meeting came in and, like you said, we weren't looking to sell, but we were experiencing this rapid growth. FUSZ as a platform had some amazing technology that our customers, the one who introduced us and others, had been asking for, and were on our roadmap in a different way, but you guys had developed it in such a just revolutionary way that we knew it was a great fit. And that started some early conversations of, hey, maybe we ought to look at integration, which then eventually led to, okay, what could the combination of these two platforms, these two teams do together? And so over the past several months for us, as we've been experiencing this growth, we've come to a point where, resources and expertise and, things that we've learned from you and your management team and the experience you have and the connections you have and those type of things became very attractive to us. And so instead of integration, we got to the point where we talked about, okay, what would a merger look like? Together, how could you help us to even more dominate the industry that we're in? But then also the exciting part for us became, okay, how do we then take Bright Tools combined with the FUSZ platform to dominate other industries like we have direct sales? And so our whole team got behind that. We started having discussions of saying, okay, yeah, this wasn't even on our radar, but all of these things combined together created something that you've termed for us of this is the rocket fuel for Bright Tools that is going to help us to not only take it to the next level, add some really cool features to our users, and dominate direct sales even more, giving our clients and giving the direct sales space the type of tools that they need. But not only that, then together we can take this platform and dominate industry after industry. And so that's the thing that gets us excited, where we said, okay, the combination of these teams, the things with Rory's experience in the board over at FUSZ and the value they can bring and help us. I mean, it became for us a no-brainer where we saw, this is much more than 1 + 1 = 2. This is 1 + 1 = 7 × 7. And so it had a massive.
Where have you guys heard that expression before? That's great. Well, appreciate that. JJ, what are your thoughts around that? What was attractive about this transaction, this opportunity for you?
I said, like McKinley said, there's a lot of synergies. When you look at adding the technology that you guys have developed and adding it, there's a lot of synergies there, and I think they complement each other really well. We had, after we met with you the first time, we had some offline conversations internally here where we said, man, we could really kill it, and the impact that it would make on our clients if they had that type of feature within our platform. And so for us, it's about creating value for our customers and helping them be successful. And we see the added combination of our companies being able to get there faster and be able to be successful doing that. So
that's great. Jesse, what would you add to that?
I mean, you look at, there's defining moments in businesses, and you look at those pivot points. And so as over the years, we've had a few of those. One was we shifted from audio cassette duplication to more of digital tools, the digital tools into a software product. This becomes another pivot point for us, literally a time for us to take additional resources and capital that we could really take what we've been able to do to a whole new level. And so I think that's what really is for me, is it's just a great opportunity.
That's great. What about you, Colby?
Well, you asked an interesting question at the beginning of, what's fueled the growth here? And as I think about that, the simple answer for me is the product just works. And it helps our distributors, the distributors of these companies, build a business. And we've seen it help them, and we've been excited about that. And so we wanted to remain competitive. And how do we have a competitive advantage with our customers, our competitors? And as we've looked at that, we've said, we have to be able to see all the dots, but more than just seeing the dots, we have to be able to connect all of those dots. And that takes some vision. And what I noticed from the very beginning is you helped us to uncover some of those dots. And over the last 2 days, we've seen even more with your team be able to connect some of those dots in an innovative, creative way that I think is going to really add value to our platform and take it to a whole new level, which is really exciting for us. That's really fun because we get to see our customers find success, and as they are successful, we find success, and it just will work really well as we continue to innovate, as we see.
Sure. Thanks, Colby. I appreciate that, and I agree with you 100%. But you know, as you heard me say, you know, before and many times, especially over the past couple of days, it's that learning process is really a two-way street. You know, as much as you may learn from us, and I hope that in some way we can be helpful. We learn from you, and the way we collaborate with one another, and the evidence of that and the effectiveness of that couldn't have been more apparent than over these past couple of days. In fact, why don't we talk about that for a moment? Today we had our tech team sitting around the table planning out a new product that we're gonna be able to show you guys here sooner than you might even imagine. Okay, that I think is gonna really rock your world. So I just found that, well, you know what, I don't even want to say what my thoughts were. What did you guys think of that collaboration process?
It's been interesting for us, for our team over the past couple of days, because many of them were completely unaware that we've been having these discussions, that this merger was happening. And so for us, as we introduced it to the team, the first thing was the excitement of seeing, you know, we had 80 of us together, had lunch, we made the introductions, talked about, you know, the next steps and where we're going. And the excitement of the team was palpable, you know, and it was a big moment for us. And then today, spending times with our product team and your tech team, and together combining, I mean, we spent a couple hours where now we have a product that will be a combination of the two platforms that will release in January that our users are going to go nuts over, and it's going to make an impact on them and their businesses immediately. And this was exactly what we saw months ago upon that first introduction. But the thing for me that I've been so amazed is how quickly our two teams together, the synergies in that room, the ideas were flowing and how it was going. There was no friction. And I mean, we accomplished so much in just that one meeting that now our platform got that much better. And in just a short couple months, it's going to be, you know, self-evident, and our users are going to experience it. That's the thing that's most exciting for me. Like Colby said, for us at the end of the day, it's about our users and the success that they get using our product. And so for them, that's who I'm most excited about, is that our product just got that much better.
That's fantastic. Jason, since you're so involved on the tech side and participating in that meeting this morning with the tech team, sorting this out and planning the next evolution of the product, what were your thoughts?
I think outside of like the technical skills and abilities that we both bring to the table that we can leverage on, I think it's culture that impressed me the most, is being able to work together in a common goal to help see the vision that we need to get to and go. And there's like nothing holding us back. Like, let's just look forward and figure out what we can do together. And it's just the cooperation. I mean, it's so healthy and so needed when you're having that type of technology innovation to create ideas. I mean, that was just fantastic for me.
Well, guys, I'm really thrilled, and I feel privileged to have had the opportunity to introduce you to this really fine team, and the depth that we add to the FUSZ team, and what I'm hoping that will also bring to the Sound Concepts team. All I could say to anybody in the digital space right now, watch out, okay? Watch out. Some 2019's coming, watch out. So thank you, guys. Appreciate it.